everybody. This is Ginger, and this is Ginger's Chat Show. I know this is Juneteenth, but happy Juneteenth to all. Uh, I'm just doing a little tiny special today because yesterday President Obama, I'm sorry, President Obama had a grand opening of a new presidential library, which is located in the south side of Chicago, um, near the neighborhood where he grew up. Uh, it has everything. It has a library, actual library, where people go check out books and everything else. It's for the community and everything in there in the area. And also has a basketball court. And kids could play, and they also set up, from what I understand, has set up leagues, basketball leagues, for full use of it. Um, I have not seen the whole full tour of the uh, library itself, but it's beautiful. The building is totally different. He said he does not like sprawled out buildings. He likes where they're compact, they're neat, uh, good use of space and everything, which I kind of agree with. Um, and also with the space of land that it sits on, he had to be careful with that too. But otherwise, they had a wonderful grand opening. He had Stevie Wonder, he had several other artists there, including former President Clinton, Bush, and which one is there? Oh, and President Biden. As usual, President Bush was, he and Michelle Obama are best friends. They're very good friends. And so he was happy to see her. And they talk, all of them talk to each other every day about things, what's going on, what the idiot Trump is doing, what he is screwing up. And as one time President Bush said, "You thought that I was bad, but I didn't do things like that." He really didn't, okay? He may have had like one or two of his aides that did break the law and got into trouble, but not like on the scale like this. Uh, President Clinton looks really super tired. He acts like he's not feeling very good. Um, and President Biden is trying to keep his energy level up so he can enjoy the brand new opening in the library. Now, I don't know if President Biden's going to build his library per the rules. Former presidents are supposed to build a presidential library for the community to understand history and everything else that's happened. Okay. But I don't know if President Biden has started his yet. Right now he's concentrating on his cancer issue. And my prayers go to him on this. With cancer, it's not easy to fight it. Now, the worst kind of cancer is cancer of the pancreas. You know, your days are really numbered on that one. And then, of course, you have other forms of cancer. But he looked pretty good, and he was really happy for President Obama on the library. He thought it was very well laid out, very well planned. And you know what kind of precise person President Obama is. He wants everything done right. And right now, little Trumpy boy is extremely, extremely jealous. Now, he is himself is falling apart, literally. He, during the G7 conference this past week, he looked terrible. He was sleeping all the time. He was humped over. He was sundowning. He was, that's the part I can't understand about some people in Congress. They should remove him. They should put in a very smart, very healthy president in there that could do the job. Trump has never learned how to do the job. All he knows is about cheating and screwing people over and everything. That's all he knows. And karma will bite him. It will. It'll bite him. He was either bad-mouthing President Obama and everything else, and President Obama goes slap right back at him. He says, you know, your karma's coming. Things will come back and bite you. And when first time Trump was in office, he should never have been in office. The first place, he was also supposed to follow the rules of the presidential, former president's rules in there. Did he? No, he didn't. And he didn't even plan for a library. Unless he's planning to use Mar-a-Lago as his library. Hold on a minute. A lot of things been happening today. Anyway, he's, I don't think a presidential library for Trump will be built ever. A lot of people are saying now, and many insiders are saying now that Trump's days are really numbered. They really are. Because the dementia is going on and everything. He's really not doing very well. And a lot of people are saying, well, he may not make it through midterms. Well, we'll see how all this plays out and goes, but we need to still keep pushing back against Trump. Push back. Now, the first goal that happened was the removal of his name from the Kennedy Center for Performing Arts. That was wonderful. Beautiful. By the way, they pressured, after they removed it, they pressured washed the walls because they kind of needed it because of all the weather, the dust, and everything keeps swirling around everything in that area. They said the wind really, I have a friend that lives there, or a high school classmate that lives there, and she said the wind really whips around there, and so it gets dirty pretty fast, and so they pressure washed everything before the curtains came down. I think the reason why they put them up was when they were I think they did it for safety reasons more than anything, because it was very stormy that weekend. There were thunderstorms. And they delayed taking it down. A lot of people thinking that when he was dragging his feet and everything. No, when you're around mental, like steel stands and mental, you want to stay away from it during an electrical storm. Because lightning will find it. That's why. They did it for safety reasons more than anything. They were originally going to use the cherry picker to take them off, but they didn't want to ruin the lawn or anything, so they just used the scaffolding and everything, and they pressure washed it. It was beautiful. After they took it down, it was beautiful. It was almost like it was brand new. And so, because remember, that building was built in 1960, late 1963, it opened in 1964. And they named it the Memorial Center. And so I thought it was fitting, very fitting. But Trump doesn't really need to slap his stupid name on everything. Why, I don't know. But after he's gone, the White House is going to be in serious need of renovation. Everything being put back the way it is. To clean up everything back the way it was. Hi, Nancy. How's the weather in Wisconsin? Um, so they got their work cut out for them at the White House. Oh, and another thing too, the reflecting pool. They should have left it alone. Yes, the pipes probably do need probably the pipes do need replacing in there for the reflecting pool because you don't want stagnant water all the time. And now when the algae grew, that is food for the mosquitoes. Yeah. Oh, good. Here it is. Let's see, hold on a second. Here it's 79 degrees. Here. I have my new patch. I don't think you can see it. I have a heart monitor patch on me, and that'll find out what's going on with my heart, any hidden symptoms, things like that I don't feel or I'm not aware of, but they do show up. So, keep your fingers crossed for me. Here, it's not too bad. I have a group of crows that are outside here. They're juvenile crows. And they've been having an argument the last 3 days. And I'm like, oh, come on, guys. Move on. Settle your differences and move on. But they were really arguing. You could tell by the way they caw how angry their caws are. Because the more angry they get, the louder they get. So anyway, I hope everybody's having a quiet holiday weekend. That's staying safe. Let me see. Let me check my calendar. I know you came late, Nancy. That's okay. Let me check my calendar. Oops. Get back to the correct month here. Oh, don't forget, this weekend's Father's Day weekend. Awesome, as well. Okay. I lost my dad in 1992, which was 35 years ago, I think. Let me do a little bit of math here. Hold on a second. 34 years ago, I lost Dad. Lost him in September this year. September of 1992. So it's been 34 years. Mom's been 26. Actually, it's been 25. Oh, I'm sorry. Fighting a nosebleed. Off and on. Yeah, it's been 25 years with Mom. I lost her in June, and she died She died 5 days after her 81st birthday. So it's been a long time since I lost both my parents, but I do miss them both. I do miss yelling for my dad to help me with my car. I go, oh, Dad, we got a problem. Because I remember coming home from work one day and my car was acting up. And it was the timing was kind of perfect. And the car died on me about 3/4 way into the garage because he had me parked in the garage. And I go, well, I could hear him. There's a little shed behind the garage. He uses to work on his rototiller. Of course, I could hear him yelling at his rototiller. And so I come around and go, hey, Dad, I have a problem with my car. I'm going to need it for Monday. So he heard it when I came in, what it sounded like. And so he said he'll look at it after he fixes the rototiller. Rototiller quit on him while I was in the middle of rototilling the garden. You know, turning it over and getting fresh and getting it ready for planting. And so he heard my car and said, well, I got my work cut out for me. So he goes in, he checks out my car, and he thinks I have it was a carburetor issue is what it was. And so very kindly, Dad limped it down to, I followed him down, limped it down to Mr. Neff, and Mr. Neff, instead of taking it to the dealership, Mr. Neff fixed the carburetor on the car. And to my utter surprise, Dad's surprise, Mr. Neff didn't charge me. He says, I don't know why these guys don't design these better. But anyway, that was fixed and I was good for a while. Anyway, okay, since it's 15 minutes after and everything else, have a wonderful weekend. Root for your favorite teams. And also today the U.S. is, who's the U.S. going against in the FIFA soccer? I have to look it up. So they're playing in. Right now the U.S. in its division stands 1-0. So we'll see how it goes. And they kept putting all these stats, well, they're not going to do soccer here in the U.S. and everything else. Well, everything was set up about 3-4 years ago. 3 years, I think it's every 4 years. And so it's all set in stone, okay? And Trump is trying to ruin things. He's trying to give himself some attention. Well, that's not the way to do it. And the other thing too, before I sign off, countries, our allies understand us, the U.S. citizens, what we're dealing with. They feel sorry for us in this, okay? And they feel too that Trump cheated in the election. And he needs to be held accountable for that too. What they should have done right away was said, no, you're not President of the United States. It's she is or he is. You know, they should have not let it go through. Anyway, have a good weekend. Take care. Be sure to insist, persist, and push back. I will post this YouTube on my YouTube channel. I need more subscribers. I need to get up to at least 100,000, 1,000 more, whatever, subscribers on this. And right now I'm up to 70, but I need more. And feel free to share. Okay? I'll talk to you later. Love you all. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. Okay? Bye-bye.